build branded product lines and to promote those branded product lines. So like, there's a lot of people who've already.
Are you gonna be on the management side? Is that?
Yeah. No, I'll be creating content there as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be creating content there as well, but I will be kind of managing the project.
Do you think that's gonna fuck up your relationship with Logan? Like, do you think there's gonna be any? Because like obviously there's like things right now. Like you grown very quick, and like this opportunity to move in his house is insane. And did he move to Puerto Rico?
So okay.
Like, do you think? Because I know when I'm seeing like in a relationship with a girl, I see it every single day. Like the relationship's great, but once we pull away, are you worried about that?
I am. Yeah, I am. There's a lot of different ways for me to answer this question. So, Logan decided in kind of the back half of 2020 that Puerto Rico was going to be a smart play for him. I don't want to get too far into the tax implications and that kind of shit on the show.
Yeah.
But he's
tax levy.
Yeah, fuck that shit. So, but Logan, I'm gonna put it like this. In the most sincerely and nicest way possible, and I mean this with the most benevolent intent.
Yeah.
Logan Paul is a force field. He is an absolute phenom. He will be one of the biggest entertainers, business people. He is going to be a legend in the space. He's taking just W after W, and it's fantastic being able to mentor and coach him and work with him and partner with him and do all of that great stuff with him over the course of time. Back to what I was going to say benevolently. Logan Paul's sole goal in life is to build the biggest, best Logan Paul possible. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. And that is all I want for him, and I want him to be bigger than The Rock. I want him to have the best experience possible and be the biggest entertainer in the world. The issue, simply put, is that while you're a part of that team, the sole goal is building Logan Paul, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Before I joined Logan, before I started Impulsive with him, or vice versa, however you want to say that, and partnered with him and built the show out with him, I always worked in a team setting. I brought Lovesac public with the Lovesac guys on NASDAQ for, a multi-$100 million public offering. I built that out. I was always obsessed with the idea of working together towards a greater goal. I think I have just simply outgrown the idea of being with someone solely to continue to build their enterprise, right? And he's done a ton of stuff to help me make it make sense financially, and he's given me percentages of a lot of things and been so fucking generous. I mean, when I first signed on with him, he had a contract with me that he was going to take 20% of my revenue for 5 years.
Yeah.
And probably a year ago tore it up. I'm not taking. You're my best friend. You've been absolutely amazing at implementing.
What a guy, man.
He's incredible. He's an incredible person. I can't say enough about him and what he's done for me. I owe him so much. I owe him so much. No, stop. Please do not bring that up. Well, you can. We can joke about it, but he's been incredible. Wow. Yeah, you have hella fuzz on you. It's because you keep pulling your hoodie up and the fuzz gets in your face.
Yeah.
He's been incredible.
Yeah.
But when he decided that he wanted to go down to Puerto Rico and set up shop down there.
Yeah.
And I have my hand in 100 different fucking enterprises and businesses and startups and the night shift and my own podcast, which will be coming soon, and all of these different things. It just wasn't going to make sense for me to continue to operate under that umbrella with the sole purpose of making sure he continues to win at the greatest levels.
Sure.
And we will continue to do business together. We'll continue to do Impulsive together. We'll continue to do all those things.
Yeah.
And it stings very much so. It hurts incredibly much to imagine the idea of not being with him and being with my best friend and continuing to create and build business and build all these things. I watched the Flat Earth documentary last night on stream again, and it honestly was just making me really sad.
Shit.
And so I love the kid, and we'll see where things go. We'll see where things go. He's going to go down there. He's going to continue to box. He's so focused on boxing.
Right, he's looking great.
He's incredible. He's going to be an incredible fighter. But when this opportunity for this new house came up, it just made sense for me to once again join a team with a common mission in a management role and be able to really apply the 36 years of intense fucking life lessons, wisdom, and skills that have been behooved upon me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bestowed upon me, dude. Like, it's definitely worded, dude. It might not have been used in the right sense. But, like, you could, like, there's a lot of people that there's actually, I don't even want to say the truth. There's a small amount of people who want to hate and talk shit about me as a person. Yeah. And then the large majority, 99%, have smartened up to say, I'm going to listen to what this dude has to say. Because he's been through the fucking ringer. Yeah. And he's got a lot of fucking wisdom to bestow upon us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still learning. Yeah. And trying to remain humble. And that was never my strong suit. Yeah. But I do with a lot of good intel. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I don't even want to say I wish him the best or that I hope that it goes. The kid is going to continue to crush it. He's an absolute fucking monster. Yeah. And so we'll continue to work together where it makes sense. And I just didn't want to go to Puerto Rico. I just didn't want to.
Is it not good or what?
No, it's beautiful. No, really? I mean he's going to be living at the, one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in the world. David was there in Toronto. I mean it's stunning. It's stunning. Really. And I feel like it's gonna make sense.
It's like gonna be beneficial because I've also been in a bit of that mindset at the moment, and it's been hard because LA's opening back up. Yeah. So I'm 105 or something days sober now. So
Congrats, by the way.
And I've been like staying in. Like I haven't been going out whatsoever because I wanna, like I wake up at 6, I go boxing training.
They're working.
And then I'll come back and train again at night. But I'm working in between. Like I'm so focused on the end goal, so I can see his mentality that like. Because like I have people hit me up and I feel bad, I feel guilty because the first 6 months of my career, as soon as the show ended, I was out every single night. I'm like, I need to network, I need to meet this person, I need to do that, and now I'm like trying to pull away because I'm like, well now I'm just a regular like clout demon.
Yeah, I mean it's a very fine line between in the partying in LA and the things and what can happen to you if you fall into that zone. I mean I lived there for a long time and then I realized how impressive and powerful sobriety was, and obviously spent the entire year last year.
And now you're celibate. So.
that was one of the best lines I ever put out there. It's fantastic. But yeah, I mean, Logan is on another plane. Yeah. I believe there's 2 people. Yeah. Him and Mr. Beast. Yeah. I don't believe that there's anyone else in the same class as them. And by the way, I don't think that there's anybody else even close to their class. I think they are. Drastically separated from everyone else. They're in a league of their own, and once again, like this is even for the shit that meets the public's eye. Yeah, that's the case. But if the audience knew what these guys were working out behind the scenes, and like Mr. Beast with the new juice influencer, financial infusion for YouTube. I mean the shit that's going on. From a business perspective, for both Logan and Jimmy, is mind blowing. I mean, these are the kind of things that will turn into billion-dollar businesses or $100 million exits, and these guys will just continue to take over. And so there's no one else that is doing it like them right now. This is wake up 8 a.m., work until 2 a.m., and that's just it. That's what they do. Whether it's boxing, whether it's gaming, whatever it is. So,
but that's also another thing. Like in being in this space and realizing how much fun and like how passionate it is, it does not feel like work. I know it's a lot different when people wake up and like fucking go to do a finance job and like sit in the office. Like that shit sucks. Yep. But like falling in love with this process has been really cool. Like I've been working on a couple of things as well, and I've been so excited about like that's why I've pulled away from drinking and like going out. I'm like fuck, half these people aren't gonna like see it for the next 5 years. Yeah. Like they're all gonna be washed up.
Just out there doing dumb shit.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
And a lot of people with a ton of talent. It's actually really sad to see.
It's so sad. But I feel like there's a handful of TikTokers that are gonna make it. Lil Huddy is set. Like that kid's gonna be a rock star.
Yeah, I've been watching some of his stuff. I saw the
killer. Bro. Yeah, he's a killer.
What did he do? I saw the shit he was doing with MGK.
Bro, is that right? Yeah, he did a movie.
Yeah, like a movie.
18. He got a house for him and all his boys. Like paid 6 months up front, bought himself a brand new G-Wagon, pimped it out. Had songs coming out, fucking acting, doing all this crazy shit. Like, bro, he was telling me about the high-end designer brands that are trying to send him shit, like pay him, and he's like sitting there just chat. I was like, dude, you get it. Like, you hustle. Like, you got to figure it out.
For those guys, it just ends up being a mental game. Yeah. There's I've talked about this a lot recently. As somebody who's as a grandfather, an old fuck, right? been in ICU a
You got
million
stabbed?
times.
Is it in the book?
Yeah, it's on the book. The Fifth Vital.
Fifth Vital.
Amazon.
#1 seller.
Literally. Like, I've
That's
been
great.
saying this lately. I think it's probably the best-selling book from the influencer.
I would read it, but I feel like I'm dyslexic.
There's an audiobook of me saying
I don't know. Come on,
I know. I hear you. No, but some people like it, bro. They think it's a voice made for radio. I don't understand. It's like unique, right?
Do you stick to the script on audiobook, or do you kind of like go off on
I
tangents?
do some bonus stuff at the end.
Oh, okay.
But like, I do accents in that.
So what
yeah.
what the accent in your book?
I do Nikki, the Puerto Rican drug dealer accent.
So what? Your book is pretty much about your come up, how you got to where you're at.
It's more about the struggles. It's more about the dark shit. I would say it's about 60% dark, and then it's about 40% comeback. Maybe 65, 35. It's the most important project that I'll ever work on, or have ever worked on.
How long did it take you to write a book?
About 7 years. So from about 2013, 2014, all the way through 2020.
When you're in your .com, you're just writing.
No, I got clean in 2010.
Okay.
Was in a really bad mental place until about 2015 maybe.
Yeah.
But I got through a tremendous amount of the writing of the book between 2013 and 2015, just powerhousing through the wildest shit. You know, just the bloodiest, grimiest ICU visits, felony stops, gunpoint, all of that stuff. Like having just everything, and having to be with my grandfather through the last stages of dementia and Parkinson's, and being, I've talked about my lowest point, my rock bottom on a lot of shows, but high on crack cocaine in my grandfather's attic and not being able to